Politics is the art of winning and keeping power. New Labour understood this. They were the greatest election-winning machine of modern times. But to the Corbynistas, old Bennite Labour revived. New Labour are the enemy of true socialism. Jeremy Corbyn's Labour want nothing to do with New Labour's people, policies, or campaigning techniques. Unfortunately for the Corbynistas, Boris Johnson's Conservatives have no such aversion. They studied New Labour's style and appeal very closely. What they learned was key to their election victory and to the fall of the Red Wall. Just as Tony Blair once did, the Tories have used the ideas of New Labour to crush Old Labour.First come the focus groups. Like New Labour, Dominic Cummings starts with voters in small groups. He asks them what their priorities are. Then, from a Tory angle, he focuses on those priorities, and nothing else. Just like New Labour in all of its elections, the Conservatives converted their focus group responses into a short list of pledges. Most people find policy boring. So don't drown them in it. Show them just a few things you know move them deeply. Johnson's pledges and those of New Labour in 1997 are remarkably similar. Both made simple, memorable promises about Britain's secular God, the NHS. New Labour promised to treat an extra 100,000 patients. Johnson went bigger and more vivid, 50,000 more nurses and 50 meters more GP appointments. The point about these numbers, of course, isn't their accuracy. They are meant to be memorable earworms, lodging in your head and nagging away at your beliefs. That's why they're big and round. Johnson's pledges also went large on millions of pounds for schools. Again, the echoes of New Labour resound. Their focus group-driven priority was, of course, education, 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 and they promised big investments to cut class sizes. Everyone's been to school and everyone gets ill. Education and health are eternal priorities for voters. New Labour and the 2019 Tories recognised this, and responded simply and directly, unlike Bennite Labour's Million Policy Manifesto which buried voters in detail. The pledges of New Labour and Johnson are also uncannily similar on tax and crime. They both promised much tougher sentencing, and no rise in income tax for 5 years. Message discipline was at the heart of New Labour. Ministers famously got daily texts from Peter Mandelson's team telling them the day's line. The Conservatives have taken message discipline to new heights, repeating "Get Brexit done" like broken sat-navs. Teeth-grindingly annoying it might be, but it worked triumphantly. Rather than risk going off message, Johnson hid in a fridge. As Mandelson long ago recognized, it's better to look mad than to mar the message. Words matter in politics. And this Conservative campaign stole New Labour's lines. Johnson and Cummings talk constantly about. For more on this story, visit the news article link.